Hi guys, you are welcome to my channel. Today we'll be looking at how we can trade gold, that's XAUUSD, on the smaller time frames. But before we go to the smaller time frames, let's quickly look at what has happened on the daily time frames, on the weekly time frame, and on the monthly time frame. Alright, we will start with the daily time frame. We have the daily time frame on the screen, and the major thing we'll be looking at with respect to daily time frame for now is the pivot analysis. The blue line is the pivot line, which is at 2490.59, while the red line is the first resistance with respect to this very pivot line, and the red line, which is the resistance one, is at 2508.05. Now the first green line is the first support, which is at 2475.08, while the second green line is the second support, which is at 2457.62, and the third green line is the third support, which is at 2442.11. Now price opened above the pivot line and has crossed below the pivot line to test the first support, which is at 2475.08. Now this was initially tested yesterday. This is yesterday's candlestick, was initially tested and price pulled back. Now price has broken that level and price is targeting the next level, which is at 2457.62. So with respect to this daily time frame, price might do one of these two things, which is either retrace back to the pivot line, or price might drop to the second support. Now if price drops to the second support, you might see it drop to the third support, where it is in confluence with an ascending trend line, this very ascending trend line. Alright, so we might see price drop to that level. Okay, but for now, price is at the first support. Another thing with respect to the daily time frame is that price is already forming a top. Can see price forming a top around here. We had a top around this area. We also had another one. We had another one around here. But now we have this was the initial top. Now this makes the double top. Price is forming a double top, and price is at the neckline. So we might possibly see price go back to form another top, for us to have a triple top before a drop and possibly a break of if price breaks this particular trend line that we're looking at, we have, and this might possibly be tested by price. That is if price breaks this. But of course, if price breaks this first trend line, we might see a retest before price drops to test this second trend line. But that is unlikely because we have this particular order block here. This particular order block at the 2400 level might serve as support to price, where buyers might be waiting. But before price gets to that level, price needs to break this particular ascending trend line. So that's that for the daily time frame. Let's quickly take a look at the monthly time frame. What do we have on the monthly time frame? On the monthly time frame, we can see that previous month of August, price closed as a bullish candlestick with a long wick, like a tail, showing that sellers drove price down, but buyers came in and pushed price up for price to close as a bullish candlestick. We can see that the overall trend on the monthly time frame is bullish, with more bullish candlesticks appearing on the chart on the screen. Now this current month of September, just today is the 4th day of September, we can see that this month is also replicating what we have last month, where price will initially drop at the start of the month and then get back to where it started from and start to go up. So we might see price drop possibly to the opening level of last month's candlestick, which is at 2446, or price might get to the mid of the week, which is at 2404, or price might get to last month candlestick low, which is at 2365 level, before price starts to push back up. But now price is dropping and is approaching the starting price or the opening price of last month's candlestick, which is at 2446 level. That's that for the monthly time frame. Let's quickly look at the weekly time frame. The weekly time frame shows price is giving us something like evening star candlestick pattern. So we might see price possibly drop to this particular level before pulling back. But for now, price is dropping very fast on the weekly time frame. And for the weekly, still on the weekly time frame, we have this particular ascending trend line that yet to be tested. It tested once around here, but yet to be tested price by price. We might possibly see price dropping towards that level, this particular level, which coincides with the other block around this level. I'm talking about the 2313 level, if this evening star candlestick pattern is anything to come by with. But before getting to 2313, we have this particular level at 2424 level, where we have this particular order block. We also have another order block at this level, which is at 2391 level, where price might meet with buyers, price might meet with demand. But for now, we have like a evening star candlestick pattern, which is a bearish reversal candlestick pattern. So we might want to wait to see how it goes. For now, price is forming top, just like I said earlier on. We initially had this particular top around here. We have also another top around here. Now we're having a bigger top at this point. We might see price get into this very support area before going up, or possibly we might see price dropping as low as this point, which is at the 2390.10 level. On the 4-hour time frame, the top is obvious, as we have this particular distribution level where price ranges for some time, and we are seeing the bears coming in massively. You can see a test of the resistance, another test, another test, another test, another test, like 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches, and then we can see price trying to break this neckline. The neckline was tested at this very point initially. We can see a pullback. We can see another test of the same very neckline at this particular point, and we have a pullback, but now we have a solid candlestick closing at that level. So what we might expect is price to pull back and possibly drop. If price is dropping, we have this initial support level or initial order block level, demand level, which is at 2455. Price might get to that level before dropping. Then we also have another demand level at 2443. Price might get to that level before bouncing up. All right, so that's that for the 4-hour time frame. The overall direction of the of price on the 4-hour time frame still remains bullish, in as much as the ascending trend line, this very ascending trend line, is still intact. So let's take a look at the 1-hour time frame. On the 1-hour time frame, we can see that the bears are appearing and coming in. before we might see a meaningful pullback towards the upside. Price might at least test this level, which is the 2455 level, but price is currently at 2475, so we may expect more like a 200 pip price drop before we can expect price to go up. On the 30 minutes time frame, our price is already at the neckline. A clean break of this particular neckline, I'm talking about a clean break below 2470, will open door to 2455 and followed by 2436 or 35 thereabouts. So, but in as much as the 30 minutes time frame is concerned, we have this particular descending trend line already forming on the 30 minutes time frame. Can see price projection downwards. If price is able to break above this point and possibly go up to break above this supply level, then we might expect the bearish run to be over and the major bullish run to start to continue. But for now, the bears are in, and looking at this particular drop, more bears and no particular bullish candlestick appearing. This shows an impulsive move by the bears, so we might expect a bit of retracement before price drops to break below the 2470 level. The 2470 level remains the key level for the bears to break. Once that breaks, we might expect at least 200 pips move downwards of price. On the 15 minutes time frame, shows that the bears are in. We have some little resistance by the bulls around here, another support by the bulls, another one. Bulls trying to come in, but the bears are in with full force. And look at, this is a quite steep drop. But if the bulls are able to pull a surprise, we might possibly see a sharp rise to correspond with the drop. But if anything going to happen by the bulls, it might be truncated at this point where we have this supply area and also this descending trend line. So we might possibly see price rushing to the top and then possibly dropping for price to drop furthermore. But for now, look for selling opportunities. On the 5 minutes time frame, the bears are fully in. If the bulls are able to pull any stunt, it might be truncated at these levels. We have this particular supply level here at 2480. We have another supply level here at 2482. We have another supply level here at 2485. And we have another one at 2487. We have another supply level at 2491, and then we have another one at 2493, and the final supply level on the 5 minutes time frame at 2495. So if the bears are able to push price up to 2480 for instance, that will imply that the descending trend line has been broken, and the bulls might have some confidence to push it further to 2482, to 2485, to 2487. But these levels are levels where the sellers or the bears are waiting. So if price gets to this point, you might see price drop sharply to break the neckline, which is at 2470. Or if price rises to this point, we might see the bears use it as an opportunity to give us a more strong, more bearish momentum drop. And if price is able to rise as high as this point, or as high as this point, or as high as this point, the bears might come in actually, but the bulls might use these lower points as a stepping stone or as an opportunity to push price up. And by so doing, we might possibly see a double bottom, and this can give the bulls some level of confidence to push price back up, for us to see a surprise move, and then for the overall bullish trend to continue. So that's that for today's video. For now, look for selling opportunities, but the overall direction is bullish. So do not be caught unawares. Apply caution as you press the sell button on your trading device. So thank you to our current subscribers for subscribing to the channel. If you are yet to subscribe, what are you waiting for? Smash the subscribe button.